Hi guys, it's Mark in France for the ARRMA OUTCAST 8S EXB. If you are here, you know why you're here, because we talk here no bullshit, we show reality, we talk about facts, and we are not here to tell you I am right, you are wrong. I am here to tell you what I do, what I like, what I'm not like, and I want to have your opinion. That's why I have this channel, to see you comment about what you do with your cars. Feel free to ask if you're not happy with what you see here and why you not like it and all the stuff. It's just here to share the opinion of any one of you. If you have a small channel and if you like to share your opinion with more people, you are also free to send me an email at rcgarage68@gmail.com. Send me your video with Smash or OneDrive, what you want, so I can upload it on the channel and show in the English playlists your way to use the car, your opinion, because I want to have, I think it's really cool if I go on a playlist and have the opinion from more people than just one. How I say, it's just not my channel, it's Manny's the channel, is for everyone. Now we have a lot of subscribers, we have a lot of view. It's not a big channel because we don't pay for a view, we don't pay for have subscribers, we don't lick the ass from anything or anyone to get free stuff. It's not the point. I am not here for live from my channel. I am not here for have enough money to eat from my channel. I have a job and I do this in parallel of the job. It's not my business. It's just my fun. So I take the Outcast 8S EXB for many reasons. First of all, like anytime, it looks great. I love it. Second, it's the EXB version because I test the Kraton EXB. I know I would finally now be happy again with ARRMA and big stuff. I had the Kraton 8S RTR. I was disappointed. I had DV1. I had DV2. And I was really not happy with, and finally with the EXB I was happy. I still have some concernment about the steering, which is better, but it's still a weak point from the car. The car is also a little bit heavy the X-Max is way more agile, and so the steering is not at the point, and it's also heavy. You have to keep in mind an X-Max with two 4S LiPo 5000 mAh gensets weighs 9.8 kilograms out RTR ready to run. This baby weighs 10.4 kilograms without any electronic. That means if I go to an ADAS setup with a small motor, it's gonna be too small for this weight. I tell you, if you take a Spectrum 49 cam motor or a Castle motor with sensor, it would be enough. You would be able to drive 60, 65 km an hour, 70, 75, but you will have great ampero and really heat on the motor. The better choice is to go to 56 or 58 diameter motors. Then you choose the cam length. I think the Hobbywing 1100 kV can pull the car, but it's still heavy for him. I use it in my X-Max. In the X-Max, the Hobbywing motor with geared with 60 main gear pinion and 35, not 40 but 35 main gear mod 1.5. It's just at the limit what the car can take. I have a lot of power, but if I abuse the power I will destroy the car. But it's a nice balance to have. You have to think when you drive, take care of your tires and all the stuff. And equipped with that, with 8000 milliamp battery with I have Louis RC tires on it because the stock tires don't hold that power. I have also 11.5 11.8 kilograms, and this baby with the same setup will be about 13.5, just 1 kilogram more, so it will be okay. With 8000 milliamp, if you drive cool, you will reach 50-20 minutes. If you drive hard, forget it. That's why I put 12S in the Kraton EXB. I put 500 kV only. I don't drive faster than any other 8S, but I have many power for add tricks. And first of all, you can do the same with an 800 kV motor, with a big motor pinion, and what happens is just that you need 200 and 250 amps to drive the car. That's big, so the LiPo gonna be hot, the motor gonna be hot, the ESC gonna be hot, and my 12S setup was made for drive it easy. 70 kilometers an hour, it's way enough for me in the off-road. I'm not a car killer, I'm not a LiPo killer. I like to jump and do some stuff, but not extreme bash. Many times you see videos from extreme bashers. What do? You see nothing. You see jumps and jumps and jumps. Video cuts, jumps, video cuts, jumps, video cuts, jumps. You see a 50 minutes run video, but this is not just only one battery they use there. There's 2 or 3, and you see just only the best moment. Then they show you some crashes, but they don't show you the whole stuff. Because if they would show you the whole stuff, you would see that they are wrenching and repair every 5 minutes. That's the reality of the facts. And this is what I show. I show all my breakdowns, all my driving errors, all my bad landings. I make a full video when I drive a whole battery pack. If I tell you the car is drivable 20-25 minutes, without heat issue and anything, I do it and I show you the fact. Because that is the way I like to use my cars. It's free for any one of you to do what you want with the car. You pay it, it's your cars, you have the right to kill it the way you want it. If you want to buy a non-road car and send it to a ramp, you can do it, because if it makes you laugh, if it's fun for you, why don't do it? We make this for fun, so stop to judge people who destroy the RC cars. Judge it if they destroy and then are there. I destroy my car. Guy, it's your fault. You drive 200. You take the pillar. If I take a pillar, I will laugh because it's just a toy. No one is in there. It's my money. I work for the money. And so, what will we do with this car? The Kraton 12S was okay. I was really happy with the performance, but it's still too, how I say, too heavy on steering for the field I use. When I see the ARRMA OUTCAST the 8S RTR, I want to buy it because it's look really great. I'm really not a freak from the 6S version. It's a driving square. It's too bright beneath his lens, and the wheels are even not in the wheel case. I not like the look from the OUTCAST 6S. The body is nice, but the body is nice on a Rustler 4x4 or an ARRMA Granite. You can take the OUTCAST body, put it to an ARRMA Nero 3S, then it looks right, but not on the normal. But this is just my point of view. If you like it, buy it. No reason to don't do it. So I buy the EXB Kraton because I don't want to wait to wait if they want to do an 8S OUTCAST or not with EXB or not. I take it, I test it, and I feel happy again with ARRMA. I was really not happy with the RTR 8S. The EXB has better arms, better turnbuckles, better shock shafts, so all the weak point was are now at a good point. Even the steering is still not a good steering, but it's better than before and it's enough to use the car. So okay, I don't understand why in the EXB they give you 1/6 scale servo tray and 1/5 scale. Put the 1/6 scale servo tray away. We don't need it, it's money lose. Why they put a 94 motor mount in there? The car is too heavy for 94 motor. You can use it, you can drive 70, 75 km an hour, but how I say, you're gonna cook all out. And in the end effect, like on the X-Max, you will not have enough power in the end of the jumps. So it's really better and it's really easy. That's why I buy this car, to put 12S in there. You have enough room for big fat motor, low kV, 500 kV, 2 6S battery are not heavier than 2 big milliamps 8S. You will have the same power. So many people ask me, why did you drive 12 to not go faster than 8? And when we drive together, me with my 12S setup in such a heavy car and they with the 8S setup, first of all they see they have spent more money because they have put more money in the battery. That's the major point from the 12S setup or higher S setup and lower kV setup. You can take cheap battery. And after 50 minutes, they are really hot, motor is hot, battery are super hot, and my 12S setup is just at the right temp. After 20-25 minutes, because they have big batteries, 11,000 milliamps, I drive with 5,000 milliamp battery, we have the same runtime, but my battery are by 40-45 degree, their battery are by 60 degree, but if you have such a big battery with 60 degree, imagine the temperature inside the cell. This causes really destruction, fast destruction from the lipos. They always have to take care of the heat, what they do on the throttle with the power. With the 12S system, you are at the point from an 1/8 skid buggy in 6s. It's absolutely normal for everyone to drive a 4 kilogram car like a 1/8 skid buggy with 6s. All of you will tell, oh, it's great power, it's nice to drive, it's smooth, you have endurance, you have power, it's nice. And when I tell you I'm gonna do 60S in this car, many say, oh, he's crazy! No, I'm not crazy, because 4 kilogram 6S, 8 kilogram 12S, 12 kilograms 60S, and we are here by 14.5 to 40 kilograms. So I'm absolutely not overkill with the same performance. 60S and 500 kV is the same ratio than 1000 kV with 8S. The difference between 1000 kV with 8S and 500 kV 60S is the amp draw. You're gonna pull 250 to 300 amps out. I'm gonna pull 80 to 120 amps out. And I want my truck to last long. And doing that, I know I can drive easy without thinking. I have just to drive, have fun. 1 battery pack, 2 battery pack, 3 battery pack, 4 battery pack. Then is 2 hours later, I was happy. All is safe. I can go home, just clean a little bit the car, put it to the side, because that's the major fun from big trucks. 110 scale car needs many attention because of the small bearings, and many of you also drive 110 scale with 3S, even 4S, so it's way more stress for mechanic. 1/8 scale in 6S up to 8S in 1/6 scale, same thing for the maintenance. And the 1/5 scale cars, it's so, when I drive my X-Max, normally, without doing crazy stuff, I can drive it 1 year long. Every week I drive 3-4 packs in the week, 3-4 packs in one weekend, and this every week. I even go to holiday with my truck and I drive a whole year long without doing nothing. Just clean it, maintain it, and after a year I make an overhaul, change some little stuff like the output drive shafts, not output drive shaft, but the output drive nuts here from the differential, change the oil, and that's it. That's what I love. Just drive. So back to the Creighton on Outcast 8S. I love this baby. I love that they do that. This is a great job from ARRMA. It looks amazing. I'm gonna make a TPU, just fake here ramp of lights, just for the look. I make it soft so I can squeeze it many times before I destroy it. I know I'm gonna land on the roof. I'm not the best driver. I love at the Outcast 8S the 2 long shock towers and the 4 long trucks. This is the major difference with the Creighton 8S. The Creighton 8S is longer and you have a shorter front shock tower and shorter shocks. You don't have here more shock travel in the end effect. You don't have more ground clearance in the end effect, but the suspension will work different. So that's why I don't take the RTR 8S, because I know I'm not going to be happy with it. And now they do the EXB, so I say in my Creighton 12S to someone who absolutely want a Creighton 12S. I really prefer in 12S in the size from the Creighton MCD RR5 or Max 5 Ultimate. This is 1/5 scale buggy. I also really love the Losi 5B. It's an amazing buggy for that size. But this is the size like more an X-Max. It's a little bit shorter than the X-Max, is brighter than X-Max. I would like ARRMA to have done tires with not so much offset to make it a little bit smaller for a better looking car when you're driving, but it's just only an opinion. I'm not a freak of that. I think this is too much. We have here reinforcement, here reinforcement, here reinforcement, here reinforcement, here reinforcement. It looks like they make a building. That's what I like at the X-Max, the plastic modular chassis. You can flex it and squeeze it many times you want. It comes back and you can continue to drive. With flat chassis, when something going wrong, it's bent, and it's way more costful to repair a bent chassis or change it, and a bulkhead which rips away from the chassis on a big crash than there. So we continue to make crazy stuff with my X-Max, but I will take this to drive just for fun, normally not doing extreme tricks with them. Okay, that's always what I tell in the beginning, and after a few runs I begin to pull back flips, front flips, loops and all you want. But we're gonna try to keep it calm. So, I love transmission from the car. This ARRMA transmission and this 8S cars are just nice. I had absolutely no issue with any type of wear or something. The drive cups holds very well, even if the tires are bigger and heavier than the RTRs. The Creighton EXB has bigger and heavier tires. This baby also, that's why the truck is so heavy. Maybe because they are softer, it's smoother to drive. I like it, I really like the stock Creighton tires EXB, but they are also weaker. I was at, with 70-75 km/h, I was at the limit from explosion from stock tires. So I go to the Lewis tire for drive a little bit harder. And at the Creighton RTR, I like the original backflips, also the size, and also because they are lightweighter than that one. We have here 1800 grams tires. The original backflips are about 550, so the truck will be lighter. They look a little bit smaller also. At the Creighton I really love the bigger tires, it's look way better, but at the Outcast I also like the big tires. Looks amazing, but it looks also cool with the smaller tires. So maybe I'm gonna put here some smaller tires at the Creighton, at the Outcast it is, so I have a little bit also less weight. And if I drive harder, I have no risk to explode it. I'm gonna test it, clear. I'm gonna drive stock first, and then maybe I'm gonna change some little setups. I'm gonna see what happens with the shorter chassis. Is the car really better to drive than the long one, because the Kraton was really too heavy on turning. On sand and gravel, no problem. In grass, here I have many grass to drive, and that type of surface, it's really painful to drive with the Kraton ADAS. The X-Max is not the best, but it's way better at this type of field than the Kraton. That's why also I like 1/5 scale buggy, MCD or Losi 5B in a grass field or in 12S, or just amazing to drive. It's like a 1/8 scale 6S buggy, just with man size. EXB chassis, you know about it. If you want any detail from the car, it's in the Kraton unboxing and mechanical access video. Take a look, I have an English playlist. Go in the English playlist and check out the videos from the ARRMA Kraton ADAS or Outcast ADAS. I have also, we have make the comparison from the shocks. We open the shocks, we open the diffs, we make mechanical access to the diffs, to the main gearbox, and any stuff. We have all details at the Kraton, so I don't gonna do again a video in English about the details at the Outcast, because it's the same truck, just shorter and with different front shock tower and shocks. That's the difference. You have a different wings for the look, and at the Outcast you get the wheelie bars. Personally, I think the wheelie bar has not to be so beefy and outside and heavyweight here. I think really a flex wing and some small wheelie tires here at the end from the flex wing would be enough. If you have one, tell me what have you got an issue, what have you put an option. I really find it dumb from ARRMA to put just only one servo saver system with 50T for the servo. You get 2 servo mounts for different sizes, you get 2 motor mounts, but only one choice for put a servo in with the tools from the servo saver. I really think they have to do all 3. There are 3 or 4 different type of servos in 1/5 scale, and for that price I want to have that. Until that, you have to go to Vitamin to have a servo saver with the right tools. I think really I'm gonna take first the Hobbywing 1100 kV in there to test it in ADAS, to show you what happened power wise and temperature wise and all the stuff. I know in 12S I'm gonna be happy because I put it in the Kraton. This car is a little bit smaller, it's not lighter than the Kraton, it's about 100 grams lighter, that's a joke. But I really want to test the 60S setup. 500 kV 60S. In the 12S Kraton I put the small main gear and I put a 25 main pinion gear to get the right speed I want, 70 km an hour, and I was able with 50,000 milliamp to drive 20 minutes without any heat issue. And this car, maybe I'm gonna put 60S in there, 4S 5000 milliamp battery, so I wanna have the same weight. I'm gonna have, if I use Jen's bashing battery with 2 5000 batteries, I wanna have 800 grams, is the same weight that the 8000, lighter as the 4S 11000. This baby 60S is the same weight than Max 5 ESC, or just a little bit more. I have room enough to put it in. 1/5 scale servo is clear, and the 500 SSS kV motor. But until go to the small spur gear and a bigger pinion, I gonna let the stock gearing in there, because I will pull more RPMs out. More RPMs is a little bit more heat for the motor, but with a 60S ESC and setup I would be able to drive it with 80 amps, and you see what happened in the Reminator. Big runtime, enough power. so I can just, anytime I go out, pull my batteries in and drive and drive and drive and drive and drive. I'm not gonna do, it's clear, with 60S I can do some, maybe if I put some special tire on it for go on road, lower the truck, I can do some crazy speed run, but it's not the goal absolute at all. I just want to cross car, I'm gonna do that with them, and I know I'm gonna be happy with it, and we're gonna just compare then what happens steering wise via the X-Max. It's brighter than the X-Max, about a half tire. We have sway bars, so we have a better laydown in the field. So I will use that one in the field and continue to drive my X-Max in the wood. And it's so harder terrain, because the X-Max is a monster truck. I really love to use at harder terrain, but I want something just for the flat field, and there it's clear that the trucky style car is better. But using X-Max with 1/5 scale tire, you see it brings the same. But like any RC freak, I just wanna use and take and explore all possibility, because that's what we like. We like it to have many cars. What I not like is to see some dumbass or ARRMA freaks say Traxxas is shit. Some Traxxas freaks say ARRMA is shit. That's stupid. Stop to do that, because you get no money from that brand. So stop to be stupid. We like and love RC. What we not like is to pay a high price and get a shit car, like it was at the ARRMA Creighton and Outcast 8S V1. I pay and I get a crap car. I was not happy at all. I get no help from ARRMA. I was bad at them. But I'm happy with the 1/8 scale from ARRMA. I'm super happy with the 1/10 scale. The ARRMA Granite is for me the best absolutely beginner 110 4x4 monster truck for a little kid or a beginner. It's a small price and it's a super tough baby. I love the ARRMA Granite. This is really my preferred 110 scale truck. I love the 1/8 scale range, but I have drive enough from them. I drive the 8S range. I was not happy with the V1. The V2 was a little bit better, but I still have the issue with these A-arms braking one another, braking and braking and braking one another and one another. That's boring. The EXB are really better on every point, just not at the tires. The tires are too soft, they're too weak. You really fast destroy the tires if you not take care, like on an X-Max. But we have to change that this platform can take Lewis or Proline tires, so we have a nice choice. Any brand make some shitty cars. There's no brand who never make a shit car. And there's also no brand who never get it at the point to make a good car. Even cheap brands once pull out a cool truck. So the major difference between the brand is the aftermarket service. If you have enough spare parts, if you can get it easy and at a cool price, that's no issue at all. I also invite you to inviting you to keep in mind that if you would sit in that truck, would you do that crazy stuff? No. So drive it like you are on board. It's absolutely normal if you crash the car that you destroy something. They can take some abuse, but nothing's indestructible. Stop to complain if you break. It's not like at the V1 you see I drive three times I break an A-arms. It is not just me. Many people have this issue. You drive it, they make a little jump, a little hit, clack, A-arms. I even break a rare rear A-arms by landing at the front. That's something I never see on an RC that size. Now it's okay. That's not happening anymore. You still can break something, but if you do crazy stuff, it's normal. Remember, if I think myself back in a time when I get the first HPI Flux 6S, man, this was destruction derby. We drive 5 minutes, destroy the main gear. We get warranty, get a new updated main gear, then we destroy the drive cups. Then we get better drive cups, we destroy the dog bones. Then we get better that, and when all that was better, we destroy one after another the rear differential main gear. Each wrong landing destroys a diff's front and or rear. It's the Savage Flux HP. Then they do better, still not enough. They do one time better, it's now okay. But no one from us was complaining about. We drive crazy. We know 6S in a short truck like the Savage HP was too much power, but we have fun. So we go at the field with the truck and 2 boxes of spare parts, because we know we're gonna try the double, triple, 4, 5, 6 backflips and we're gonna destroy. But we destroy it, repair, destroy, repair, destroy, repair. That was a day at normal RCing in brushless 6s in 1/8 scale. At this time, 50-20 years later, many people destroy and always complain, oh, this is shit, I always destroy that, I always destroy that, I always destroy that. But what did you do with the car to destroy it? The point. Even if you are not happy, you see, we never stop. So complaining about something was not usual to break or wear is okay, but not on any time. It's not usual when you drive normally at the field, at the track, to destroy arms or shock shafts. That's a bad thing. But if you do stunts, if you do rough terrain, you will destroy. It's absolutely normal. We know it. And if you go crazy with the throttle, there's no way to not destroy something. Another major point I forget to talk about, this EXB I really like, who's not on the RTR, is the fact that the chassis is outboard here to put these skid plates in the chassis. Because I had 2 Creighton ADAS, the V1, the V2, and on all both of them I hit something here and I rip all the ass off my car, because they only have 2 M4 screws here and 2 M4 screws here, but these 2 screws hold the whole back together, so I destroy even the bulkhead. I destroy bulkheads, rear bumper, rips the screws off here with just one hit here. Who happens really fast at off-roading, it's clear. It's the Creighton 12S EXB. I had absolutely no issue. I go in a field with heavy stones and take many hits here, nothing happens. So this is also a point you don't gonna have at the EXB, but you're gonna have at the Creighton stock ADAS. So next video I'm gonna have finish this car. I'm still not know. Now we're talking together. Would I drive it 8S, 12S, 60S? I really don't know. Maybe I'm gonna go crazy to 60S because this transmission can take that. The X-Max not can take that. And I repeat once again, I would drive it 6S, but not with crazy speed. I just need the high capacity to go high on RPM. I know you have now Castle and Hobbywing 60 or 80, 58 or 56 mm, 130 mm motors with 1100 kV, but how I said before, way too much amp for me. It works, but it needs enormous power. That's why I don't gonna do that. Guys, have a nice Sunday and tell me about what you are doing with your truck. If you love this Outcast, what have you changed? And I remind you, if you want to share a video with more people or just more in Europe here, just not in America because you have an American channel, if you're an English speaking one, if you are from Thailand, from Taiwan, from India, from China, and you make a cool video and you have a small channel, send me the file with Smash and I will diffuse it for you. It's absolutely free. You owe me nothing, and I even can send you the money if the video brings money, if it's the point for the money. For me it's absolutely not the point. I'm just here for share, and I want to make some, I want to make some playlists for each car where people can go and look many different setups and way to use it. Bye guys, stay tuned.